Oh, no kisses on the lips. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love you. What are my parents gonna think? How am I gonna afford this? Am I gonna put her up for adoption? Am I keeping her? Like, I've always wanted to be a mom.
How long were you dating Brandon before you became pregnant?
About a month.
I met Haley at the racetrack. Her friend Kayla and my friend Austin were dating at the time, and they hooked us up.
I think I knew, but yeah, I didn't want to believe it. My period never came, so then I took a test, and yeah.
It was peer pressure. Her friends were pressuring her to have sex. Oh, you can do it. And Haley's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not. She was so adamant about it. That's what floored me.
I told Brandon first. I told him through a text message. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah. And then we didn't talk for the rest of the day.
I really don't remember. All I remember is I went hunting. And then I don't even think I told my mom and dad for like a week. I made my best friend come with me to tell him, and he stayed out in the kitchen the whole time I talked to him.
And then I told my dad when he was smoking a cigarette out on the porch. Me and my grandma that day. And I go out there and I'm like, Dad, I really need to talk. He's like, what's going on?
She looks at me, she goes, what would you say if I told you I was pregnant? Yeah, I felt like I just got kicked in the fucking nuts, wanted to puke, and she still doesn't know. So we gotta come back in here, pretend like nothing's happening, and sit down and eat a big fucking meal.
And he knew I was going to take it hard. Because I had been through so much.
And then when I told Mom, that was a completely different story. I told her I was pregnant. She's like, no, you're not. You're fucking lying.
Literally, when she told me, I literally fell to the floor and just cried. I felt like it was my fault. I wasn't here. I wasn't spending enough time. So all that guilt just went, just like, oh. I should have saw the signs if I would have been here. She told me, no, I'd never. I'd come to you first, Mom. And that's when she showed up with 3 pregnancy sticks.
After like a week or two, Mom came around and then was like really supporting, and then Dad he's like, you needed somebody there for you at all times. So then he took his time to try to get over it. So he didn't talk to me for over a month. Like, wouldn't look at me, wouldn't talk to me. Like, he took it worse than my mom did. I was definitely a daddy's girl. That's my friends were like, what? But they were really supporting of it.
How are you, beauty girl?
Is that Nana?
Hi, Pumpkin.
She's just like staring at the phone. She just slapped you. I don't have friends. They all left us since I got pregnant.
I think it's the other hard issue that Haley and Brandon have is friends that the ones that they had before they got pregnant. They want them to go and run like they used to and go do things that they used to do. And now they really don't have friends because these friends have gotten so mad because they tell them no, they can't go because they have a baby they have to take care of. Well, you can just leave. And they're like, no, it's my baby. I'm going to take care of her.
I even lost one of my cousins. Like, she was not supportive at all.
We haven't talked since, really. I mean, we do, we just don't have time. And I don't feel like going over there. When I'm home, I want to be with them, so.
Oof.
There you go.
Thank you.
Meep, meep.
Meep, meep. Meep, meep. I grabbed her this weekend.
This weekend, yeah. I was excited.
Good.
You don't need to communicate with. What's the point of communicating with them? We know they don't give a shit. Just done.
I don't get along with Brandon's family whatsoever to say. We fight all the time. His sisters are more favorited over him, and he knows it. I know it. His mom buys his sister's baby literally anything and everything that she needs. But yet, if we even ask for like $15, $16 to go buy formula, she won't give it to us. But yeah, even if it's just like a pair of pajamas this baby doesn't even need, she'll go get it.
But he had told Haley, he goes, is it sad to say that I love your parents more and think more of your parents as my parents than I do my own? Because they won't come here. They won't call and ask for her. They don't do anything. Brandon's so hurt by his parents. Oh, we'll be there for you, boo. We'll help with whatever you need. Can you count what they've helped? For Christmas, they got her 4 pairs of pajamas. Supposed to have got her a car seat for the next size up. We're still waiting. Now he knows what it's like to have people that care and ride his butt.
What's your issue?
I said, if we're going to do this, what you're going to have to promise me, you guys can live here. I go, but you have to get your high school diploma. I go, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to continue and you're going to graduate. I go, and you're going to go on and get a career.
Don't get in nearly as much trouble. Any trouble at all. Actually. Quit drinking, quit smoking.
He's actually grown up quite a bit in this last year and a half that he's lived here. A lot.
Cutting ham sucks. Especially with a knife that don't cut it.
His sugar was so out of whack. He was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde when he first moved in here. He literally ate me out of house. My cupboards were the emptiest I've ever seen my cupboards. He was living off cereal and pizza. His parents did cook. He was going through 5 boxes of cereal a week.
Because I'm a diabetic. It's hard to deal with all the time, but you gotta do it. I don't like to at all, but I have to. Now I gotta do it for Paisley. I've always wanted to be a dad and always wanted to have a kid, but it's a little different when it actually comes time to still be walking like a penguin by the time you get close. Made me and Haley a lot closer than what we were.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, you look like your mama. You look like your mama. How old is she now?
8 months. I was looking online, looking through mostly online. It just literally popped into my head and I wrote it down for a name. Then I had him scratch out all the names he didn't like. And then we went from there. It's unique. Not many people have Paisley for a name. Jean is a family name. I have it, my mother has it, my grandma has it. I believe my other grandma has it, my cousin has it, so it's definitely a family name. She gave me a lot more courage. Like, actually standing up to people now because of her.
Be as safe as you can. Just, never get it out of your head. You can get pregnant at any time. Just keeping your head, be safe.
As soon as I found out I was pregnant with her, I instantly thought, like, how do I incorporate learning with play? Like, how do I do that? And so it made me want to be like a kindergarten teacher. But yeah, I also want to double in special education. You don't want to be part of my child's life. That's not my problem. That's your loss. Like, she's perfect. She's a great baby. You don't want to be part of her life and don't want to get to know her. Sucks to be you.